Hi guys, it's Miss Hardy again. I am back on campus, so once again have no screen, but again I am still here. I am currently moving, and so we do not yet have internet at our house, so I'm having to come to campus and try to get as much done as I can. So hopefully I'll get that fixed soon and get my normal video setup going, but just bear with me this week again since it's just my screen. So I hope everybody is doing well. All of your work you're turning in looks great. I think you will see that this particular session, we're gonna take it back and have a little bit of a break, and that's probably needed about this time in the semester. This time in the semester is also a great time to introduce a concept that we're probably all not the best at 100% of the time, and that is time management. So time management is an important piece of being successful in school, in work, pretty much in all areas of our lives. But it's really important in terms of, especially in the online environment, personally. I find that I really have to work much harder to manage my time and my assignments in the online classroom versus being in the face-to-face classroom. Because in the face-to-face classroom, there are certain times of the week that you go and you sit and you do the work, but the online environment is just a little bit different. So we're going to talk about time management, and you'll have an opportunity to practice that this session. And I'm going to walk you through some of the things that we'll be doing. So the first one is for our overview items. Is a great little video. If you like Ellen DeGeneres, her stand-up is just excellent. So she does a really cool routine on procrastination. It's only a couple minutes, but it is hilarious. So definitely make sure that you watch that video and just kind of enjoy that. The second one is a theory called the empty pickle jar. And this is a great video that shows you how to prioritize and live your life. So this really extends beyond just school, especially for those of you who are managing school and work and families. A lot of what is gone into the empty pickle jar will really resonate. So this is a great life video, not just for school, but just something to think about as you try to prioritize people and things to do in your life as well. So you're going to watch those two, and that will set the stage for our later conversation about procrastination and how to manage our time in the classroom. So the first activity is a time management journal. You are going to refer back to the 10 tips for combating procrastination on pages 106 through 108 in your textbook. So make sure that you are able to fully reflect your knowledge of these tips in this journal. And I will talk you through a little bit of what it looks like. Okay. So it's going to ask you to go through and do an activity on pages 95 and 96, and it's really going to ask you just to kind of box out your time. So how much time do you spend doing different things throughout the day? And then you're going to look at your leftover time. So are you surprised, not surprised by the results? Make sure to provide examples to support your claims here. And what do you see that needs to change? We can all change the way that we do things, whether it's restructuring priorities or maybe eliminating just little pockets here and there of time that we might lose that might not be productive. Or maybe it's putting in time to just relax and take a break, because we do need that as well. So do make sure you come up with something and explain why you chose this. And then 3 and 4, just kind of looking at some different ways to avoid procrastination and change the way you manage your time to be a little bit more effective. So this journal should be a pretty lengthy journal. Again, I would like examples from your experience, and make sure to really support your claims and your sort of opinions on what needs to change or why you need to change it or how you can really make the most of your time. So looking for lots of analysis here. So that is one of the big activities. The second, just like last week, we're going to have a wrap up and chapter quiz. And then the big session activity, which is your degree check sheet, is a great opportunity to put these time management skills into practice. So over the next couple of weeks, we are going to start to look at your plan of study and meet with an advisor to plan out sort of what you have left. So you might have just started at Nash, you might be a semester in, but sort of what's left, and then after that, what's your next step. This assignment is one that traditionally tends to highlight our procrastination and gets sometimes left to the last minute. So I'm going to challenge everyone in here to really start working on this sooner rather than later, and to showcase those new time management skills that we're learning about this session. So what you're going to do is you are going to submit your degree check sheet. So all you have to do is come up with a copy of this. And we will use this later to begin looking at planning out your classes from here on out. So here is the important information about this. If you are one of the degrees listed here on the screen, then you are being served by the advising center. You do not have a traditional advisor. The advising center is your advisor. So as online students, all you have to do is contact advising@nashcc.edu and request your check sheet. Please make sure you put your name and the degree sheet you want, so associate in science, associate in arts, accounting, whatever it is, in the body of your email, and use good email etiquette. So, dear advising center, I'm requesting a copy of the associate in science check sheet. Sincerely, Miss Hardy. So please just make sure to put those things we've talked about into practice. If you do not put the degree that you need, there's going to be a lot of back and forth, and that just becomes cumbersome. So please make sure to put the degree that you are seeking in the email. If your degree is not on this list, so big ones are probably the medical, so nursing, any of those, PT, I'm trying to think of other ones. I think those are kind of the big ones. Yeah, I think really the health sciences are probably the only other ones. Welding would be another example. So if you're in like the welding, automotive, those types of things, you are then going to contact your advisor. So those programs have not been taken over by the advising center yet. You will need to contact your advisor. So to do this, you will need to go and figure out who your advisor is if you don't already know that. And so if the internet gods are going to be kind to me, I'm going to find that out by going into Web Advisor. So you just go to your student portal, click on Web Advisor, and then make sure to log in. And mine's going to have a few more tabs just because I'm faculty, but I'm going to click the Students tab, and you are going to go to this thing called Program Evaluation. If you click on that, it should pull up a PDF, and your advisor will be listed on the top of that. So if you need to figure out your advisor because you are not one of these programs listed here, then you can do that through Web Advisor. So please make sure to carefully read through this list and make sure you are on it if you're contacting the advising center. If not, you need to contact your individual advisor. So they will provide you a degree check sheet. All you need to do is upload that to the Dropbox. You don't need to do anything with it. We will come back and do something with it at a later date. And that is really all we have for session 5. So please get started on this early, showcase those time management skills, and kind of be thinking about doing some planning over the next couple of weeks with your degree check sheet. And that assignment will be coming at you in a few days or a few weeks. All right, if you have any questions or concerns, as always, please just give me a shout.